Hey folks, today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to, instead of eating a meal, I'm going to cook a meal. And I'm going to cook breakfast. And I'm going to start my breakfast with this Jimmy Dean's hot sausage. Can't go wrong with this sausage, folks. And the reason I like to cook breakfast is because it kind of helps you control your appetite throughout the day. Another good thing about cooking breakfast is it helps you learn how to cook from a basic meal. If you can cook breakfast, you can work your way up to more complicated things if you're not used to cooking. You can also save money because this egg was way under $1. And this Jimmy Dean sausage was about $4.15. And if you do it the way you're supposed to, you get 8 servings out of here, so it's a pretty economical meal. Let's look at the nutritional facts of this Jimmy Dean sausage. It's 2 ounces per serving size. Since this is a 16-ounce package, if you're doing it right, you should get 8 sausage patties out of here. I generally eyeball it. I think I get 6 to 8. Total fat, 19 grams or 29% of your daily allowance. Now, if you're, I'm assuming they're saying that's per 2 ounce patty, so I generally eat 3 patties, so I'm getting almost 100% of my daily allowance of fat. Saturated fat, 7 grams or 35%. Cholesterol, 12%. Sodium, 16%. Total carbs, 1%. Protein, 9 grams. So that's a pretty good boost of protein. Now, I like to watch camping videos a lot. And these guys are always cooking breakfast of some sort. A lot of them, they're pulling out these jet boils and they're boiling water and pouring it into a bag. And I don't know why, but I find even that interesting. I know a lot of people do. I watch this guy named Luke on the Outdoor Gear Review, and he's always testing out gadgets on his channel. But the thing that disappoints me a little bit about Luke's cooking, he's always cooking freeze-dried stuff, and I think with all the different kinds of cooking stuff he has, he could easily bring some eggs out there or some bacon or whatever and cook some of that. I've commented on that on his channel, and I think he's actually working in a little bit more cooking of regular food. The bad thing about dehydrated food is it's super high in salt. And I guess if you're Luke and you're out there hiking and sweating and everything, you know, the salt's not going to be a bad thing. But for some people, it's not a good thing. Especially if you have high blood pressure or heart problems. So here I've got my sausage started, and you see I just made balls of sausage. That's not going to work. Here I have my favorite spatula. It's so favorite, this thing is worn out. And if you look at it compared to other spatulas, one of the things I like about it is the width of the paddle of the spatula. Just one of the things. I need to be on the lookout to get another one of these. Now I get them just a little bit brown on the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is mash them down. They're not going to look perfect, but they will taste perfect because they're Jimmy Dean sausage. And if you're a fan of Jimmy Dean sausage like I am, they'll be perfect for you too. Now another cool thing, see, I'm having trouble with this one here because I didn't get it brown enough when I started to mash it out. But I'm going to flip them over and mash them again one more time. Now another thing that I'm going to do with these sausages is I'm going to use the butter or the fat that's coming off the sausage to cook my egg when I'm done. So I don't have to put extra butter in the pan. I can just cook the egg right in the grease from the Jimmy Dean sausage. Oh, by the way, I'm using my Ninja pan, which I love. And you're going to find when you're cooking bacon and other kind of breakfast food, eggs or whatever, once your pan starts to wear out, you don't get the same cook on your bacon or your eggs or whatever. And these, so far I've had these Ninja pans, 3 or 4 months, and the surface of the pan is holding up pretty well at this point. So it's going to be interesting to see. A lot of the pans I've had in the past that are Teflon, they end up after a while not cooking properly, especially if you're cooking bacon. Now I'm going to flip these sausage patties over. I'm going to mash them down some more. Oh, by the way, I preheated this pan on a medium heat. It's important that you get the sausage cooked on the inside because it's pork. But if you turn your heat up too high, you can overcook the outside while you're trying to get the inside cooked to the right temperature. So my wife and I talked about this video this morning before I started to make it, and we had a little difference of opinion on whether people will watch this basic cooking video. I told her I think people will watch it, and she told me that I had to do something special to get people interested in it.
Randy Taylor. I don't know where people come from. If you test your products, your quality of your products are very delicious. I love sausage for 30-something years, but I can't take and feed a family of 5 on a little 12-ounce roll of sausage. I don't mind paying you more money for your 16-ounce roll of sausage, but you don't have it anymore. You've got a 12-ounce roll, and you've got 3 men that weigh over 200 pounds apiece, a woman that's a little plump Scotch girl, and a daughter who's 13, and you're going to try to take a 12-ounce roll of sausage and a couple of dozen eggs and feed that. It ain't going to work. And I'm not going to purchase your product anymore or ever again. And as far as your 16-ounce and maple and sage, I don't eat that. I'm not from the north. I'm a Texas man. Jimmy Dean sausage is for southern people to eat with the breakfast, with the fried eggs and the T-bone steaks. And I can't see going to a little 12-ounce package to feed 4, 5, 6 people. And I'm not going to buy 2 of those 12-ounce packages just because you want to downsize and charge the same goddamn price. I'd sure like a reply, and I'd sure like you to go back to your 16-ounce package on your regular sausage, because I'm not going to buy it otherwise ever again. I'll just have my own damn sausage made like I used to 30-something years ago. It's not tasty as yours is, but it'll work. Goodbye. That little 12-ounce goddamn roll of sausage is supposed to feed your brother and me and you 600 pounds of men, at least. You get my point? And the 2 girls, and they put it in that fucking pussy roll of sausage. Son of a bitch. Somebody needs their ass kicked. some little consumer geekaroid off this shit up.
I don't know what extra special you can do to Jimmy Dean sausage and an egg. I'm sure she does. But, so anyway, you guys are going to be the ultimate judge. Either I'm going to get some thumbs up guys, or I'm going to get some thumbs down, probably from some ladies. I'm sure my videos are going to appeal somewhat more to men, I don't know, and I do have some female subscribers that I've been noticing lately, so like I said in my introduction video, everybody likes food, and I think anything you can do to food, as long as you're not abusing it, makes an interesting video. Talking about abusing food, there's a guy I watch called Steve 1984, and he does MRE videos. Now that char on the outside of the sausage, that adds extra flavor in my opinion, so I like them a little bit charred. But if there's anybody out there that knows how to abuse food, it's Steve 1984, because he'll open a 50-year-old MRE and eat that stuff, and I don't know how he does it. There's a lot of channels out there that are doing MREs, opening up an MRE and eating it, and one day I might do one. Man, a 50-year-old MRE, and he seems to know when he opens it if it's something he can actually eat. One of the things he listens for is when he opens the package, if there's a hiss. He'll always say, ah, nice hiss. Or, you know, he has all this vocabulary for food, how he describes it. Art form in itself. You might want to look up that channel. It's pretty interesting to watch. Steve 1984. Okay. So you can see my sausages are nearing. Ooh, that one looks nice. Look at the char on that one. And that's one thing I've noticed about these Ninja pans. I do have a cast iron pan, but I seem to be able to get some char on meat with these Ninja pans, and I also seem to be able to get some blacken fish pretty well. So I'll probably do a video on blackening some fish for you guys here in the near future. Almost did one the other day, but we get kind of busy and didn't have time to do it. So now, okay, and here's another thing about fat in your diet. Know what your cholesterol is. Mine's not bad, but just like right now, see if I can crack this egg and get it going without breaking the yolk. Ah, voila. And you know, as long as you're not eating the whole roll of Jimmy Dean sausage, it may not be great for you, but it probably, you know, everything in moderation. And I think I eat it 2 or 3 times a week. Of course, a lot of days I'm not eating sausage, I'm eating bacon, and that's another video I'm going to do for you guys. I think this egg needs a little bit of pepper. When you're doing bacon, you can do these eggs sunny side up a lot easier. Cooking this way, I'm going to do it over easy because it needs to be cooked on both sides. You don't want to be eating raw egg. So you just kind of want to work your spatula around the egg a little bit and make sure it's not sticking anywhere to the pan. And here's why I like this big spatula. There we go. I was able to flip this egg without breaking it. If I cook 10 eggs, I'm probably going to break 2 yolks in the process. And I eat it anyway. But it sure is going to be nice to be able to dip this sausage into that egg yolk before I eat it, which is what I'm going to do. And then I'll take the rest of it and sop it up with a piece of white bread. So, a moderate breakfast, probably 1 sausage too many, 1 fewer egg, and 1 piece of bread. And that's going to be my breakfast. So anyway, appreciate you guys coming by and watching my video today. I know your time is valuable. I appreciate all you guys who've been subscribing to the channel. I have some ideas for some things coming up here pretty soon, and a contest as well for it's going to be a contest for subscriber count, not for new subscribers. Everyone will be able to participate in this contest. Ooh, did you see that? I got that spatula right under that egg. Just by simply making a comment. That's all you'll have to do. So, as I close, there's my breakfast on a paper plate. And I made one of those sausage patties disappear because it's underneath the egg. And anyway, guys, thanks for coming by. Have a great day. God bless.